Hello, Pak Adila. My name is Kamlan Pomomongsa. Welcome to my presentation. Today I'm going to presentation about my lesson plan in the subject of English literature. For my lesson plan, I have took the story of Indonesia, so the name is the story of Malikundang. For the Malikundang is the narrative story. For this story is occurred in the past in the West Sumatra. Okay, for the aim of this lesson plan is the first student can improve by ability about the reading, speaking, and writing. Learning story of Malikundang, students have to read the story by themselves, and then student will translate into the Indonesia version or Indonesian language, and the last student will write their answer into their paper. Okay, for the second aim is encourage student to doing activity in class. For the way of encourage student is the teacher maybe get cooperation from the student and then maybe can give their some score to be inspiration there to join the class and to promote the folktale to the student. Maybe student they haven't learned about the story of Marikundang before. In here, this is the way to promote the story of Marikundang. Yes, and the last is the promote of interaction and communicate to each other in the class. Some students they are shy to speak out, they are shy to say anything during the English class because they have a law about English grammar. So in here they have to interaction communication more to their teacher. So the objective of this story is student will expert about the English grammar, especially pattern. Because of this story is talking about the situation that happened in the past, so the tense is especially about the past tense. Okay, the second is student will get a lot of vocabulary because learning story of Malikundang there are a lot of vocabulary that necessary and student can implement the vocabulary into their daily life. And the third is the student are familiar the story in the English version. Maybe some student they have learned the story of Malikundang but in the Indonesia version, so they can familiar in the Indonesia version but they haven't learning in English version. And the last student will get the moral value from the story. For the Marikundang will give student about the knowledge that they can implement to their daily life, that should be person is a honor, should be person in the honor like a honor. Okay, and for the material of my lesson plan I just only use for the first one is the whiteboard. For the using whiteboard to be material, teacher can write the topic, can write the vocabulary, can write the question, can write the main point for the story, and marker and pen, paper story, paper answer sheets. For the learning story of Malikundang, teacher can provide the paper story of Malikundang to student. Okay, for the teaching procedure, especially plan teaching. For the plan teaching, I will sum up all of the teaching procedure at the beginning until the end. There are teachers are assigned student work individual because learning Marikundang student should read by themselves, and then teacher write the name of story on the board and request student follow. Okay, and third, teacher assign student read and translate the text on the paper sheet. Teacher write a new vocabulary that student find. Teacher elaborate about the past tense, especially past simple. Teacher ask student about the doing activity because learning story of Marikundang, we have a content like a learning about the story and doing activity. And the last, teacher can sum up the story that they teach all the time. Okay, for the procedure of teaching. For the procedure of teaching, I have 7 procedure. Okay, at first procedure is the warm up. For the warm up is basically of beginning class. For the warm up, we'll use the time about 10 minutes. For the 10 minute, teacher will use to take the attendance. Maybe teacher can check list to confirm about the student who absent, and then teacher will getting the class. For example, good morning everyone, welcome to my subject like English literature, like this, and then student will review the own lesson for the last meeting to review the knowledge of student by asking about 2 or 3 questions, and teacher will introduce the news material, news story, and tell the story briefly. That is the information that's contained in the warm-up. Okay, for the next slide is a step of teaching. For the step of teaching, I have 6 steps. Okay, for the first step is present the story, like present the story of Marikundang. For this step, there are the information such teacher introduction the story of Marikundang. Teacher brainstorm about the knowledge of the student in the class to know who know the story of Marikundang before, and if who know, they can explain maybe in the English language or maybe in the Indonesian language as they can, like this. And for this, the first step we'll use the time about 10 minutes. And for the step 2 is the why they are learning. For why they are learning, we'll use the time maximum 15 minutes. For this section is teacher provide the seeds of story of Marikundang and request student read by themselves and quickly. Why they read, teacher ask student to record the new vocabulary by they are underline or they are highlight, and at the end of the reading or at the end of the test, teacher will add the meaning from student, and if student don't know the meaning, teacher will guide. And at the end of read, teacher will ask about the volunteer to translate. Maybe teacher divide the paragraph into 3 and request 3 volunteer to stand up and translate. Okay, for the step 3. For the step 3 is taking duration about the especially guide about the past tense. After they have read, they have learned about the story already. Now teacher are teaching them about the past tense, maybe past simple, and before they teach, they can brainstorm student by asking or overview about the past simple. For example, okay, student, now we are learn about the past simple. Okay, everyone in here, do you know the past simple? What past simple talking about? How do we use the past simple like this? And for the step 3, use a maximum 15 minutes. Okay, for the step 4, okay, for the step 4 is using maximum 10 minutes to do activity 1. For the activity 1 is asking about the question that relate with the story of Marugundang. For example, what the story take place, what the end of the story, how Marugundang become the stone like this. Okay, for the step 5, for the step 5 is still doing activity. For the activity is talking about the guess the word. For this activity, we'll use the maximum time about the 10 minutes. For the information of this activity, the teacher will guide or will explain the meaning, and student will guess or will provide the word that relate with the sentence. For example, the Marigundang mother are strong, say strongly word that Marigundang become the stone. So what the word that mother said to Marigundang? Okay, for the answer is a curse, because the mother cursed Marigundang to be the stone, because Marigundang not accept her to be the mother. Maybe they are shy for their white, maybe he shy for his white, like this. Oh, don't forget, every activity that student join, teacher should be give them about the score to be correct when they are for about the exam. And one important student, they will have the inspiration and have motivation for their learning. Okay, let's move to the step 3. For the step 3 is still doing activity but not relate with the story of Maligundang, but relate with the past tense, because students have learned about the structure of the past tense. So this activity should be related with the pattern, like teacher provide some paragraph and provide some the word or verb too. Then request student put the word in the blank to complete the paragraph by follow the picture. Okay, don't forget to give the score when they have the correct answer or not. Okay, for the last is the conclusion. For the conclusion, teacher maybe use a maximum 10 minutes. For the 10 minutes, there are information like teacher maybe sum up the story that they have taught or the class, and teacher maybe often student asking about the some point that they still not understand about the story of Marigundang, or about the structure of past tense, or about the sentence that they want to speak but they don't know how to speak in English. And the teacher should be appreciate all the students that they join the class, they join in the activity, and at all, and then teacher will say goodbye. Thank you for your attention and sorry for any mistake. Thank you, Pa Adila. Thank you.